This is Heel to the Steel, boys. Right. Enough of that, I'll carry on. Where are we going today? Classic Bike Festival's on Bishop's Court. Bishop's Court's race track place up in County Down. We'll be going nowhere near that. There's way too many people. I'm a weirdo. I like to be alone. We know this. So where we're going to go is we're going to go up onto the mountains. We're going to go. Basically, my thinking is people coming over on the boat to Northern Ireland, get off the boat at Belfast, say they're heading to Derry, not the cut of this here, bitumen everywhere. Say they're coming down to Derry from Belfast, they'll come straight down that road and it'll bore the tits off you. And I mean bore the tits off you. So there's a wee break you can take. Now you will have to come down that road, but there's a wee break. You can branch off. You can branch off left at heading for Draperstown, Tobermoor, basically. And that brings you out over the mountains, past the White Mountain Quarry, and it's beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. And it'll bring you back onto that road where you were coming down anyway. But you won't be sitting at 60 miles an hour or 70 or 110, whatever way you ride. You won't be sitting at that speed constantly, bored out of your tits for, I don't know what kind of mileage that would be, 100 miles. You know, this will break it up for you. So that's me thinking. We'll take you out over the mountains. I've got a wee drone there, so we'll get a bit of drone footage when we're up there. And we'll just chat general soup on the way up to it. But it really is, it's stunning up there. So I've got a win of comments there. People asking me about the bike. Should I get the bike? People just passed their test. Is the MT-09 for them? Listen, you can get on any bike. You really can. I only passed my test last year. This is my first bike. I'm only riding about a year. But this is the bike I wanted. You know, I wouldn't have been happy with any other bike. People telling you get a 600. I didn't want a 600. I wanted an 850 MT-09. Well, they class them as 900s, but they're not really. They're 849cc. Like, well, this one is. I think the newer ones are 890s. Actually, well, this is a Gen 2. So it's an 849cc on the book, and now don't get me wrong, this will get you into all kinds of trouble, but it's down to that and up here, up in your noggin, you know. So if I would have got this bike, if I would have got this bike at 24, I wouldn't be making this video. I'd be dead, no doubt about it. If you're young, you've just passed your test, you just got your, I can't mind what it's called, an A license or A whatever. I have that many licenses. If you've just passed your test, your big bike test that is, you'll need the big license to ride this. If you've just passed your test and you're in that age bracket, and I'd put that bracket, let me see, 24, because that's when you can do your big test. 24 to under 30, forget about it. And I mean forget about it, you'll kill yourself. You haven't a sense. I didn't have any sense to at least, I was at least 30, like, you know, men are all the same, there's no sense. 30 and up, starting to get a bit of sense. So why? This bike is absolutely, I believe, this is my own opinion, this is a beginner bike for the right person. You know, this will take you to meet Jesus real fast, or Satan, wherever you're going. I don't know where you're going, but this will take you to meet them people really, really fast. If you don't watch that, you know, it's a powerful bike, and it's powerful. The reason why I got it was it's powerful in every gear. There's no lag. It's called the MT-09. It's the Masters of Torque, and that's what it's about. This is a torquey bike, and it's torquey everywhere. There's no flat spots there. Like, there's third gear, 30 miles an hour, 3,000 rev. And she goes, you know. And you know, that'll do that in fourth, like. They're fourth now. Make sure there's no fourth gear, tootling along, 3,500. And she's away like a rocket. That's why I would say you need to be in that age bracket between 30, 40, 50, 30 upwards, basically. Just passed your test. People are saying, oh, you need to get a 600. Start on a 600, start on a 400. If you don't want that, don't get it. Get the bike you want at the end of the day, because it's your own life. Like, I'm not your dad here to hold your hand. If you want the bike, go get it. But it's extremely beginner friendly, I think. I got this bike in May, passed my test in July, and there's wee modes on it there. Now you'll notice my dash is different, I'll explain that later. There's wee modes on it there. Traction control, I always have it in 2. If I want to do a bit of messing about, I'll drop it down to 1. Ride mode, I always keep it on standard. A mode is insane. You touch the throttle at all and it wants to take you up to the moon. You know, that's just the torque in it. It's extremely twitchy in A. You'll be getting around the town in second gear, going around a corner, and you'll barely touch that and it'll be, you know, it's for racetrack only. So standard mode is just in between. B mode, they call it rain mode or baby mode. I rode this bike, I would say 6 months in B mode. I never even thought about putting that into standard. I actually forgot that it had that. I rode around in B mode. Now B mode will kill you too, don't get me wrong. It will definitely kill you. You know, it's just the way the power is delivered through the accelerator. That's the only difference. You still have all the power. You just need to twist the throttle more to get the full power. A mode, you touch the throttle at all, she's away like a rocket. Standard mode, which would I keep her in all the time. It's lovely. It's just in between. So yes, get the bike. If you're, as I said before, if you're watching this video and you've got it in your head that you want an MT-09, you're going to go get an MT-09. You know, I did it. It's just the way human nature is. You want what you want, go get it. I'm only trying to let you know the pros and cons. As you say, oh, the pigeon nearly took the head off me. The pros and cons, you know. If you are 26, 27, maybe you have a better riding experience. I don't know. I didn't have any, but if you do, aye, go ahead. It's a bag of fun, like. I mean, a bag of fun. I love this bike. Anybody that has had one of these bikes loves them. This is why. And you listen to her bang. They're unreal. They're a rocket. Now, don't get me wrong. They're not a top speed machine. I've had this on a closed road, obviously. I've had this at up to 126, and there was a lot more in her, like. But no, it's wobbly. There's no fairings. You can't tuck in. I'm 6'4", so I definitely can't tuck in. So if you're looking for a highway, or listen to me, I think I'm American, a motorway machine that ticks off, you know, and stays up to 160 like an R1 or whatever, this isn't it. This is back roads. People say it was made for city riding. I don't know. I don't travel in them circles and around cities, and you know, I'm like a hermit, I'm up the back. But see, for back roads, and it's unreal. It really is. To me, that's what it was made for. It was made for the back road. For the back roads, things like that, wee short pulls, you know, 40 to 90, 100 mile an hour. This is the machine for you. Second point, price. Let's talk some cheese. These bikes last year, Gen 2s, 2017, 2018, 2019, $5 would have bought you one of these bikes. I got this one for $5, 8,000 mile on it. Steel, what a steel. I should have went into the man's back garden with a balaclava on. I felt like I was robbing him. Look up now, this is 2026, August 2026. These bikes are going for $6,500, weigh 15,000 mile on them. Everybody wants one. They were slept on. And don't get me wrong, usually I'd be buying the wrong thing. This time I bought a gem. Like the man looked after her. There's not a mark on her. Like most motorbikes are like that. I know, to be fair, you know, if people buy something like a motorbike, they're usually interested in motorbikes and they want to keep them sweet looking. So $5,000. You're talking $6,500 now for a Gen 2. I can't speak about the Gen 3 or the newer one. they've got all this fancy rider modes and left modes, and in my experience buying cars and stuff, you buy a car with all this fancy gadgetry, you don't even use it. You know, I have a car there with all the gadgets of the day on it. I get in and press the button and drive it. You know, I thought I wanted all this, and you're paying crazy money for something with all these fancy electronics. You don't need it. A big line of, don't know if you can see it, a big line of slurry the whole way down this road. So that's nice. Number 2, this is a subcategory of cheese, insurance. This will be another reason why 20 to 30 year olds just passing their test maybe wouldn't want to get something like this. Insurance through the roof. As I say, I was 38 when I insured this wee bike. New pass, literally come out of the test centre, straight into the car with excitement, on the phone. Insurance, £350 for the year. Like, that's cheap. That is cheap. Don't ask me who it's with, because I'm a pure scatterhead, scatterbrain. I haven't a clue who I'm insured with. But that's the price of it. I'm in Northern Ireland too. I see, if you go onto Reddit, all them forums of all the English guys. Don't know about Scotland. It seems to be more England, and I think Wales maybe be alright too. But it seems to be all England. Insurance for a motorbike is crazy, because there's wee hood rats where they're wee. Oh, you just want to. Where they're wee North Face tracksuits on, and they're Nike, wee Nike trainers. Them all stupid bright colours. Going around stealing people's motorbikes, driving up the price of the insurance, and I mean it's mental. It's crazy prices. There was a Reddit thread there I was on the other night. A guy, 34 years old, passed his test. I think he was South England, so I don't know. He was around there somewhere. Just passed his test. Bought an MT-09. It was a Gen 3, and he was quoted £2,800. That is mad. I wouldn't pay it. I would refuse to pay it. That's crazy prices. Point 3 has to be reliability. What a machine. Never, I've had no bother bar one thing in this bike, and it was probably my fault. So I keep this in a storage container, and it's foam insulated. So when I was leaving the bike back, it was sitting at, well, by the time I got my gloves and helmet and all off, say the bike was sitting at 70 degrees. And I put it under the storage container like a jackass, closed the doors, and then I just sweated in there. So the instrument clusters, you got water in them now. They are notorious for getting water in them anyway. Or not, it wasn't water, it was moisture in the speedo. So I sent it to England to get fixed. Said it was going to be 2 weeks. The Northwest 200 was on the week that I needed it. I needed it back before 2 weeks, basically. So I said, no, send it back and I'll try and get it sorted. So I bought a Corso RX4. It was £500, but it's TFT display. It's It's unreal. Gives you your, again, it's one of these gadgets with all the fancy things on it that I thought I wanted. Go and use them. Lap timers, and tells you your service intervals and what the top speed you've ever done on the bike. It records it, which that isn't good either if you're getting stopped by Johnny Law. But as I say, the only time I ever speed is on a closed road, and that's the only time you should ever speed too. Keep her below 60, boys, and you'll be sweet. So, should you get an MT-09? Aye, you should. They're class. Will you die if you're the age of 20, 40, 30? Probably. Will you die if you're 30 to 40 on one of these? Who knows? Well, I could die today on this. This will kill anybody. But you have to have a wee bit of sense and work with the right hand. It's like all things in life. You need to know when to hold them and when to fold, as Kenny Rogers said. As long as you service this wee bike, 2,000 miles, I say Yamaha, you know, bar Honda, Yamaha probably are the most reliable. You know, you're never going to get up there with Honda. A Honda is the Toyota of the motorbike world. You can throw a Honda out over the side of Everest, wait 2 days till it bounced the whole way down the mountain and come to settle at the bottom, and you could jump on her, fire her up and ride her. That's just a Honda. Yamaha, they're not too far behind. You know, these wee bikes are built to last if you treat them right. Regular servicing. You know, when you jump off your bike after a ride, have a look around, see. You never know what's about, like loose wires or something that you could do. Right. So, to summarise it, get the bike if you want it. That's it, done and dusted. If you want an MT-09 Gen 1, 2, 3 or 4, go get the bike and just live with it. You know, you could have the best time of your life, or you could end up in the hospital for 6 months in recovery. Either way, you'll have a great time, but up to that. A wee boy there, see the wee face on him? He's a future biker. Gotta give him a wee rev bomb. Aye, get the bike if you want it. Or if you're going to listen to your dad or your wife and not get it, well, don't get it then. I don't really care. I have one, I'm happy. We'll get the wee drone up. Get some aerial shots. I had it out in mid-Oz there the other night, fuddling about with it, so I'm not going to be flying it around like Maverick. Why does everybody say Maverick when clearly Iceman was the better pilot? So scratch that. I'm not going to be flying it like Iceman. Maverick's only the second best pilot in the Top Gun film. Iceman was the man, like. Do you not agree? Throw me a wee comment, let me know. Again, I was about to say guys there. I promised myself if I ever say guys, I was going to ride this bike leaning under that shock. As I say, if you want to know where any of these wee roads are, I'll get back to you. I'll pin it on Google Maps and send it through to you, PM it. As I say, this is why I wanted to do this. I want to show people other roads, wee back roads. Nobody would ever think of coming up here, like, you know, if you were from Glasgow, nobody would ever say, oh, I wonder what that wee road in the back of Molinini is. Like, Molinini, there's about 4 houses in Molinini and a shop, and that's what I did. So drop me a wee message if you want to know where any of these roads are in any of these videos. Look at that, that's beautiful. Don't forget to like the wee video too, boys. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Now, I've only noticed since I've started making videos that I never liked videos. Why? I don't know. I could have watched a video and thought that was lethal. That was one of the best videos I ever seen, and I wouldn't have liked it. It just never crossed my mind. I don't know why. But now all of a sudden, when I'm making videos, I'm asking other people to like mine. If you like the video, like it. I've been flying through TikTok there all week, and I'm liking videos like, good job I don't have to pay for the likes, because I'll be out in the street lot. So, if you like the video, give it a like. If you like a win of the videos, what up? Must be a Kestrel or something. I don't know if you can see it there. If you like a win of the videos, give us a wee follow. You'll be notified. At the minute, I'm releasing videos every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Why Wednesday at 3 o'clock? I don't know. I'm mad. That's the time I released the first video, so OCD head, that's the time every video is going to be released. That's just the way it is. There's the sheep I was on about. Look at them. They're ready to jump out in front of you and take you to meet Jesus. Oh, there they are again. Look at that. Beautiful. Why would you not want to come here? Why would you want to drive down a motorway when you could branch off? And look at that. And you know what? It's not even a great day. See up here on a good day. Unreal. And on, just there. Cut off this. You can see there the wee Coso. They upgraded. I love it up here. The boy's probably a gypsy. He's probably thinking, I'll come back and steal his bike. I'm only joking. But seriously, but no, I'm only joking. But seriously. As Mr. Bean says in his first film, I have come to the end of this analysis. Like and subscribe, man, if you're interested in it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment if you have any questions about the bike or any of the roads you've seen. We will get you in the next one. Keep her lit, boys. Enjoy the view. Roll the music.
Tank full, heart on fire.